here with Dominik Ziriakus from Ionity, and we're reporting live from the exhibition floor of 10T Days in Ljubljana, talking about municipalities and electric vehicle charging infrastructure deployment. So first, please, sir, if you could introduce yourself.
Yes, as you said, my name is Dominik Ziriakus. I work for Ionity, and I'm in governmental affairs. I'm currently taking care of the charging infrastructure project that we just got funding for from the European Commission.
Okay, so then broadly, is that the role of Ionity in EV charging infrastructure deployment?
Yes, Ionity is a joint venture by BMW, Daimler, Ford, and Volkswagen, including its brands Audi and Porsche. And we were founded to build up a high-power charging network across all of Europe.
And is this a rendering of what they might look like behind us?
That is a rendering of what we target them to look like.
So then you are touching chargers in a broad geographic area, and so in your professional experience, what are the bottlenecks to more widespread deployment of electric vehicle charging infrastructure?
One of the key bottlenecks in my experience is that the regulations for energy and also for transport, they have been set up in the last 100 years, but they never had electric vehicle charging in mind. So we discover all the time that the regulations, they fit for what they were intended to be, but now we have to look at how do they adapt to the combination of transport and energy in the different countries. And this is a very, very heterogenic situation across Europe, and there's many challenges, and we just need to revisit some of the regulations and see how we can make them fit to electric vehicle charging.
Okay. As you know, we're doing these interviews really for the benefits of municipalities and people who work for them. What role can they play in EV charging infrastructure development? And so I'm curious what role you think municipalities and public sector officials in municipalities can play in promoting electric vehicle charging infrastructure.
Well, municipalities are very important in my opinion, because this is where the people live. So this is where they start their journey. For Ionity is there to make the connection between the municipalities. However, when you start your journey and where the people live and where they buy the vehicles and where they have it most of the time is in the municipalities. So the issue is, a question that I get often asked is, is high power charging the solution or the standard for charging? And I always say it's one component of the entire ecosystem for electric vehicles. We need all kinds of charging. We need the charging at home, so the car is full when I leave at the home. I need the high power charging along the highways, and I need the medium charging, like the 50 kilowatt, the fast charging. Everywhere where I park my car for an hour or two, so I get the range that I need. So all these different aspects, all the different power levels of charging are very important for the mass adoption of electric vehicles.
And then what role do the municipalities play in permitting, regulating, or encouraging these different types of charging to exist?
Well, that's coming back to my point, the bottleneck. The regulations, if it's parking, if it's the energy in the cities, grid connections is another topic. The thing is to really look at the regulations that you have in place in the municipalities, and what can you do to make it easier to install charging infrastructure, because when it is easier and cheaper, this is another component of that, more people will invest in charging infrastructure, and it also becomes easier to invest for the municipalities to invest in charging infrastructure and make it easier for the customers at the end of the day to own electric vehicles. And this is where we want to get to, the mass adoption of electric vehicles.
Super. Dominik, I'm sure you're very familiar with a lot of these topics, but I want to share with you a copy of our report.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for watching. Like the video below, subscribe, and check in on the website, link below, to find out more about the report, the white paper, watch more videos, and learn more about EV charging guidelines for cities.